welcome to the latest stories from around Africa. First, the headlines. Algerian foreign minister's diplomatic tour in West Africa. Zimbabwe's election challenges. Niger's crisis and West African concerns. Details coming up shortly. Algerian foreign minister's diplomatic tour in West Africa. In a bid to address the crisis in Niger, Algerian Foreign Minister Ahmed Attaf has embarked on a diplomatic tour of West African nations. President Abdelmadjid Tebboun's mandate sends Attaf to Nigeria, Benin and Ghana. The tour aims to engage in crucial discussions with leaders from these nations who are part of the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas. As tensions rise over the detention of Niger's elected president, Mohamed Bazoum, the Algerian Foreign Ministry stresses the importance of finding a solution that avoids military intervention. Algeria's role as a neighboring country with a substantial border adds weight to its diplomatic efforts. Away from that, election chaos in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's presidential election has been marred by significant delays, especially in opposition strongholds. Voters faced waits of up to 10 hours, with some polling stations even running out of ballot papers. Chaotic scenes unfolded as frustrated citizens demanded their right to vote. This marks Zimbabwe's second general election since the ousting of long-time ruler Robert Mugabe in 2017. President Emerson Mnangagwa is seeking re-election against opposition leader Nelson Chamisa, who aims to break the ruling Zanu PF party's four-decade hold on power. Amid allegations of corruption and mismanagement, the election's outcome holds significant implications for the nation's future. And moving on, Zimbabwe's election challenges. Zimbabwe's election faces challenges as delays and disruptions impact the voting process. Ballot papers, shortages, and delays in opening polling stations have raised questions about the credibility of the election. The main contenders, President Mnangagwa and opposition leader Chamisa, vie for power amidst allegations of intimidation and rising tensions. The election's outcome will shape not only the country's leadership, but also influence its economic and social future. You are watching the news on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. And still to come. And thanks for staying with us. Back to election matters. Continuing struggles in Zimbabwe. As Zimbabweans cast their votes, the country grapples with ongoing challenges, rising tensions linked to a currency crisis, soaring food prices, and a weakened healthcare system and unemployment have drawn attention. President Mnangagwa seeks re-election, positioning himself as a reformer, though critics question the extent of change. International observers express concerns over accreditation deniers and the border electoral process. Zimbabwe's future hangs in the balance as citizens hope for positive change amid adversity. And away from that, Niger crisis and West African concerns. The crisis in Niger has sparked concerns among West African nations. The Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas, has issued a warning of potential force to reinstate Niger's detained president. Algeria, which shares a border with Niger, emphasizes the need for a non-military solution, highlighting its potential impact on the region. As the African Union suspends Niger and assesses the consequences of armed intervention, diplomatic efforts remain crucial to maintaining stability in the region. And that concludes our coverage of the African News Update. We've covered the Algerian Foreign Minister's diplomatic tour, the tumultuous election in Zimbabwe, and the regional concerns surrounding the Niger crisis. And thanks for joining us. Stay informed and remember that a stable and prosperous Africa is in all our interest. I am Junta. Stay connected and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.